definitely another tutorial.
It's about to be 9 o'clock and I can't stop eating. The first thing that I'm going to do is conceal underneath my brows. I'm not going to fill my brows in. I'm going to try out the brows before or after or whatever. I'm just going to do my brows. And what I like to do is follow where my hairs are coming out. So right underneath them. And I'm also going to bring this down the bridge of my nose because I don't like having a disconnect with my foundation on the side of my nose. Yeah. So we're going to do one eye in this video. You can use concealer to prime your eyes depending on your skin type. If you have oily skin and oily eyelids, I recommend using a primer because it's going to prevent your eyeshadows from creasing. The primer that I am currently and have been using since it came out, Anastasia by Really Hills. I like this because it's matte. It's not, it doesn't crease on me, and I do have oily eyelids. Now, depending on the kind of cut creases that you want to do, you may not need to prime your whole eyelid initially, especially since you might need to wipe away, you know, some shades underneath your eye. That's just totally going to depend on you. And please excuse Snow. She is chewing on her bullhorn. First things first, you really want to determine what kind of shape you want and where you want your colors to flow. Some people will put colors way in their inner corner. Some people will start way out here. It all just depends on how you want everything to flow. Personally, I kind of want to go a little nuts. Like, I want to have colors up to my eyebrow. This right here, A5. This is the NORVINA Volume 3 palette. I love these palettes. They are super duper pigmented, and if you're someone who likes color like that, this is one of those palettes you need. So I'm just gonna lay this right here because why not? You know what I'm saying? You want to lay down your color in a spot that you like, okay? You can do this in your crease, you can do this in your inner corner, you can start out here. It's totally up to you. So this is C1 from the NORVINA Volume 1 palette, and I'm gonna pop her right here. Ooh. Another thing to consider too is your eyeshadow when you're doing multiple cut creases. It doesn't have to be blended. Like, you can leave a patch like that. And if your colors are pigmented enough, you may not need to cut your crease for every section. Like, I'm gonna leave this like this. I was gonna blend it, but I'm gonna leave it like this. So I'm gonna take a little bit more of the ABH primer, and I'm using my cut crease brush. This brush is linked in my description, you guys. It is linked, so you can totally get it. First thing I'm gonna do, because I'm gonna put yellow down here, I'm gonna come right here where I want to see the next color. And that's another thing. When you're doing these kind of cut creases, most of the time you're gonna have to make them a lot higher than maybe you normally would. And that's because you want to be able to see it with your eyes open. Right? So I'm gonna bring this up here, because why not? Now, if you're gonna try this for the first time, I definitely recommend trying to recreate one that someone else has already done, because it is a little time consuming trying to figure out what colors you want to do and all that other stuff. And copying someone else will essentially teach you what it is you like about the style and how the style can benefit you in your day-to-day makeup application. So now I'm going to take this eyeshadow brush from Thrive Cosmetics. This is the eyeliner smudger brush, and I'm going to use, so now I'm going to use E4, And I'm going to tap this brush off. And I'm closing my eyes to stretch the skin so that I can just press this in. So I'm going to take E3, same thing, closing my eyelid to stretch the skin. Now what we're going to do is we're going to move on to the next one. So we're going to cut my crease again. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make additional bars. Additional bars. And this is the same brush. This one I want to be white. So I'm going to press the white in. The next one that I'm going to do is pretty much going to clean it all up around the fold of my eye. And that's right up in here. So I'm going to start at the white. And again, my eye is actually open to do this. So what I'm going to do is cut through the white. And I'm just going to come along the sides here and do the same exact thing. So I'm going to use D3 from the NORVINA Volume 1. And I'm just going to put it right on top. Now the cool thing about the fact that I have concealer and everything else going on is this is going to be really easy to clean up because I don't have too much happening. I'm going to take a Royal Inlay Nickel paintbrush and I'm just going to press that pigment in. NORVINA did it with these pressed pigments, boo. And just take your time, because the last thing you want is to jack it all up. Then you're really going to be mad. Having brushes that kind of complement those shapes makes a nice difference. And notice how I'm laying the brush flat so the eyeshadow doesn't go everywhere. I am going to clean this up. Now I still want to be able to see all of the colors when I have my eyelids open. So right here, if y'all notice, there's like a nice little foldy fold. This is where I'm going to clean everything up because I kind of want it to be wide. So I'm going to take my makeup wipe and I'm opening my eyes to make sure that I'm not going too high. Sorry, I have a mirror right here. There we go. Yeah, opening my eyes to make sure that I'm not going too high. Using a little bit of my concealer, I'm just going to even out everything. The skin around my eye. That way when I take my photo, it's all cohesive. And you really want to avoid using too much product in this area. I'm being super duper light-handed with this concealer. I'm barely using any. Because when you open your eye, you don't want it to fold and crease and all that other stuff. And you just want to make sure you blend it out. Press it in. And set it with a fine powder. I am going to set it with some Laura Mercier loose translucent powder. I'm going to clean this up and put on some eyelashes. You guys, this is it. This is how you do multiple cut creases. I mean, it's really simple. You just lay your colors down, cut your crease, and you want to make sure that if you want to be able to see all of the line work, that you do it above the that you do it above the highest fold in your eye. You can bring your colors down into your crease, into the fold of your eye, but they're not going to be visible and you might have issues with creasing and transferring. So yes, y'all, and the lashes that I'm wearing are by Allure by EV. These are the Vixen lashes. They are snatching ton, okay? They are litty, they are cool, they are swaggy, they are, whoa, you know. Anyway, if you appreciated this tutorial, please share it with somebody on any of your platforms. Send it in a text message. Like this video. Leave me a comment down below if I didn't answer a specific question you were looking for. And you can leave your request below. I also have all of the links to my cut crease brush, and my platforms as well. And subscribe right here. And then you can watch the next video after you do all of that. Alright? Okay, I will see you guys next time. Peace.